previous lesson, we learned about oxidation reactions. Right now, in this lesson, we'll be learning about two different phenomena that are caused because of oxidation. The first phenomenon that we'll be learning about is corrosion. Right now, what do you think is corrosion? I'm sure you must have heard about rusting as a phenomenon. Right? Have you heard about people talking about rusting? Right now, if you observe iron objects when kept for some time, especially objects like your iron watch or your keys or your belt's buckle, when they're kept in open for some time or after some usage, what happens is that they start to get coated with a reddish brown sort of a substance. Now what really is happening is nothing but rusting of iron. Right? This happens because these objects react with different elements present in the atmosphere like moisture, acids, etc. Right? Similarly, silver gets coated with a blackish sort of a substance. On the other hand, copper gets coated with a greenish sort of a color. So these are some basic examples of corrosion in our daily lives. And the major reason of corrosion is oxidation. So this is what is corrosion. Now the next phenomenon that is caused by oxidation that we'll be learning about today is rancidity. Now you must have observed that food products which contain oil or fats, they tend to change their smell and taste when kept in open for some time. Right? Why do you think that happens? This happens mainly because fats or oil that is present in this food reacts with oxygen that is present in the atmosphere. So those fats or oils get oxidized and that is what turns them rancid, right? Or that is what changes their taste and smell. So this is what is rancidity. One great example to prevent rancidity or oxidation is a method that is used by chips manufacturers. Right now I'm sure you must have observed that a chips bag is very fluffy, but when you open it the amount of chips is very low. Now why do you think do manufacturers do this? What happens is that these chip bags are filled with nitrogen. Nitrogen is nothing but an antioxidant. What it really does is that it prevents those chips to react with oxygen present in the atmosphere. It acts as an enabler or as an antioxidant, helping those chips not react with the oxygen present in the atmosphere. So this is another interesting way in which chips manufacturers prevent oxidation. Right? This ensures that those chips that we eat are nice and crispy. So students, this brings us to the end of this chapter. I would highly recommend you to go ahead and take the unit test and question bank that is present with this module that you have bought. This would help you understand or gauge your own level of understanding of this chapter. Also, if you have any doubts related to any topic that we have covered in this lesson, please ask me under the doubts section of the respective video and we would be happy to address any of your doubts. I hope you enjoyed learning this chapter and I also hope to see you in the next chapter.